Kirk's going to tell us a little bit about how this small British company got into a market the size of Indonesia's, what it's doing here, what attracted them here, and how they've succeeded. So Kirk, can I start with Traceall? Tell us a little bit about the company.
So Traceall is a company in Glasgow that's been running now for 5 years and basically offers IT web-based solutions for traceability of all products actually that started in the fisheries industry. And basically in the UK and in Europe there was legislation going in terms of traceability, which they call from bait to plate, so being able to understand the whole traceability of the industry. Traceall has moved on from just purely looking at the fishery industry and now into the retail industry. And today they offer services to the likes of Jamie Oliver, Sainsbury's and Harrods. Fantastic.
So this has been a business that was developed from a small office on the east coast of Scotland.
Yes.
And spread around the UK, responding to legislation and other opportunities. And how have they got to Indonesia? How did that happen?
Well, there was a conference that was organised in June of last year by the National Coordinating Board, the SDI in Scotland, and the British Chamber of Commerce. And basically, a global Scot made a presentation about the Indonesian market, and it was also a promotion for the Indonesian market. So basically, Traceall were able to meet the right people, the National Coordinating Board, BritChem, and also through the Global Scot, be able to get access to the embassy in Indonesia and to look at the market here in Indonesia.
But of course, sometimes in a market this size, it's very difficult to fine-tune who your actual target customer is.
Correct.
How did Traceall identify the best and most important customer to go for?
Well, I think the customer really for Indonesia is definitely the government, the Indonesian government. And I think one of the problems that companies, small companies in the UK have is access to the right people in the government. And it was very fortunate that just in December it was organised a meeting directly with Ibu Suzy, who is the Minister of Fisheries. And I think that she was taken by this company in Glasgow that could provide the traceability that the Indonesian government were looking for.
Yes. This, I think, was the round table that I hosted in the Indonesian embassy in London.
Correct.
And you're quite right. Of course, her responsibilities are the marine affairs, so she's got effectively all the waters of Indonesia to look after. And you're quite right. Her goal is to protect Indonesian fishing, really, from what you might call straightforward piracy.
And we're hoping that, as I say, with the trial project, giving them a sort of a touch and feel with it's all web-based, so they can sit in the headquarters and see exactly what's going on. We hope this will lead to bigger and also help, obviously, the Indonesian government system.
What about licenses, registrations and so on? Are you operating as a business registered in Indonesia now?
Not yet, not yet. Current situation is that we want to get the pilots up and running, see how the market is perceiving this, and the idea would be to set up something permanently here.
And I guess that some of these are also available through the British Chamber of Commerce.
Correct, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, great. This is a really exciting development. There's a good example of a small British company fundamentally set up only 5 years ago, doing business in the UK, and now really broadening what it's doing and going to the Far East, finding both commercial and hopefully government clients in Indonesia, and then looking at other parts of the Asian region as well. So it's a great story. It involves lots of different ingredients, and I think what we've heard from Kirk shows that small companies from the east coast of Scotland can break into a market like Indonesia. If they can do it, there's no reason why many of you can't do it as well.